family is the most important. And Sean knows that, and I'm happy that he was able to, fit it into the schedule like he did this week. It's not often that he does something like that, but we're gonna take this one and enjoy it. But we got to handle it in a professional manner and just get in what we need to get in and prepare well still while celebrating the holidays.
I know this is kind of the way it works for you, even back in college, that you give this holiday up. How much of an adjustment is it to have to take some of those things that you might have enjoyed or maybe other people get to enjoy and still be professionals, but in this line of work you can't do it?
It's pretty much been like this since like 2013. I haven't had a traditional Christmas in like 13 years, so like this became the new normal. But in this profession, you just gotta learn to adjust and make the not normal things normal for us. But like I said, he's been doing a great job over the years of loosening it up year by year to get to where we are now. But it just shows the type of guys we have in our team and the trust that we have, the coach have in us.
Eagles' run game has been last year's All-World. This year the numbers not quite as big. How dangerous are they still?
Oh, they got the same players. They got the same guys. So whenever you got a guy like Saquon back there with, with that tough O-line, those guys are huge. And then you got two guys on the outside, present another challenge too. So they open up the run game. So it's gonna take all 11 guys on deck this week. We gotta play the whole field, be able to cover the whole field. These guys do a great job of exploiting the ball each and every direction through the air on the run. So we're gonna have to be able to try to limit the big time plays. This is explosive offense, so it's going to be on us as a defense to communicate well and play well as a group.
You've faced all different sizes and types of wide receivers, but this group has one that's a lot smaller in Devontae, and one that's a lot bigger, and AJ. When you go against a group like that, Tre'Davious, do you have to really think about different techniques that you're going to have to use throughout the game?
I just think you just got to have complete confidence in yourself and complete confidence in the technique that you've been practicing the whole year. I just think, when you come into these big-time matchups, you don't try to deviate from what you do well. You go up there and have confidence and do what you do well, and those guys are going to do the same. So we know how this thing goes when you have great receivers, man. Those guys are going to make some plays, but as a defensive back, you just try to limit the explosive ones, and, when you get a chance, take the ball away and make them pay for it. So I just think that, with rush and coverage, if we do that well together, we'll be fine.
You had a big pass breakup near the goal line on the tight end last week. What'd you see on that play?
We were just in one of our zone coverages. He came into my zone, and I was able to, get a head start before the quarterback threw the ball. I got there and made a play on the ball. Anytime you can make a play in the red zone, it's huge because, points are pivotal. So we were able to stop him. That was a 4-point play. We was able to stop him and give him to a field goal, so that was huge.
Trey, it feels like you've been more physical this year, at least from my perspective. Do you feel that way? Or is that...
So you saying I ain't never been strong, you know what I mean? Damn, that's crazy. But I just think, that's always been a thing in Buffalo. Coach McDermott, that's the first thing he says, the identity of our team is how our corners tackle. And that's just something that you got to take personal. It's football. It's a contact sport. So you got to, when it's on the line, your teammates are depending on you to get the guy down. And I might not be the more physical guy, but if I could do my job and just get in the way and kind of grab these guys up or grab a jersey or something, my teammates, they do a great job of just coming and helping me out because they know, that ain't really what I'm doing now. So, but in all seriousness, man, it's just you want to have the respect of your teammates. You want them to know that in the midst of the game when the bullets are flying that you're going to be up and you're going to show up and do your job. So, and I take that serious. And a lot of guys I care about on this defense. So, I got to show up and do my job.
So that was a polite way of saying you've always been a physical corner.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate that for sure.
Hey, whether it's been you or Jordan Poyer or even Shaq Thompson, Jordan Phillips, and then a number of you guys who come back to this team seemingly on the back end of the career and have had pretty darn good seasons. What has been the thing that's worked so well for each of you guys this year, or maybe what's the connective thing that's made it all work?
Who said we was on the back end?
He's calling you old.
Hey, look, I came up with a term yesterday. We the Napa Valley boys. We fine wine around here, you know what I mean? So whenever you see that T-shirt with that big old wine glass with all the pictures of everybody that's 30 and up club in there, you just come holler at me. But no, man, I just think that the connectedness that we have, like just how we really care for each other. And man, like a lot of these guys, like you named, like we came back to this system and we know this system pretty well. And I just feel like, whenever you're in this point of the season where, man, the heads and the offenses are who they are. They got their identity. So when you got guys that know the scheme, we going out there and focus on the opponent. We going out there with awareness of who we're facing, but also like where can we make the plays in this defense. We've been doing it, in this defense for a while. Like, we know what we got to do. We know the X's and O's. Where can we take a chance and make a play, within the scheme of the defense? Like, whenever you have guys that's been in the scheme that long, you got the confidence to kind of like push the envelope a little bit, because you know where your help is, the strengths and weaknesses of certain calls, and where you can pretty much take a chance without sabotaging the defense. And I just think that whenever you can do that and play fast, that's best.